We're taking a look at some of the top headlines where you live. I'm Joe Ellison. Arkansas has now received more than 200,000 of the 1.5 million rapid at-home COVID-19 tests requested by the governor. And the first few days of handing them out showed just how much people actually want them. This morning, the Fayetteville Public Library received its second shipment of the week of at-home COVID tests. Now, in a little over an hour, they were already out. The same thing happened earlier in the week in both Fort Smith and Rogers. So if you plan to pick up one of these tests as they continue to be handed out, call first or get in line early. You can also check the Arkansas Department of Health's website. They have a map of locations that will receive shipments. ADH is also asking people who test positive using these kits to call their 1-800 number. They're trying to keep an accurate count of the number of cases. Meanwhile, in light of Omicron, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is actively looking into updating its mask guidance. Now, that can mean updating its recommendation to higher quality face coverings like KN95 or N95 masks. CDC experts say these masks are close-fitting filtration devices and block at least 95% of airborne particles. Now, the difference between the two masks are only where they're made, making the shift already is Congress, which is starting to provide KN95 masks to House staff and lawmakers. You can clean and reuse your mask by storing it in a paper bag for a day or two in a dry place. Keeping it in a dry environment is important, though, so the virus does not spread or stay on the mask. All right, another big headline, the chance of snow heading into this weekend. Meteorologist Tyler Moore joins us for a look at what we can expect. Hey, Tyler.
Hey, Joe. Yeah, hard to believe that we have snow chances heading our way. You step outside the last couple of days, it's been sunny, 50s, 60s. But yeah, here's our system. It's currently moving into the Pacific Northwest. That is going to arrive by Saturday. So let's time things out for you. You might be wondering where you live, how much snow you can expect and when. So we're going to break it down for you here. This is just one model. I'm going to try to paint the picture of what we're going to see. Friday evening, we're dry. Cloudy skies across the area, temperatures in the 40s. By the time we wake up Saturday morning, notice what happens. Temperatures are warm enough that we're just looking at a couple rain showers at first. But as this system drops in from the north, cooler air starts to mix in. You can see temperatures starting to drop into the 30s. And we have snow now mixing in across the higher elevation areas. As the temperatures continue to cool from the top of the atmosphere down, that will allow snow to fall all the way through, first across northwest Arkansas. So I think through the midday hours, even into the early afternoon hours, if you live in the River Valley, you're probably going to be looking at rain. But across northwest Arkansas, you're going to see that transition during the afternoon hours on Saturday, late morning hours even in some areas. In the River Valley, most of Saturday, I'm thinking more rain. But what happens as the sun sets and those temperatures continue to drop, notice more of that snow mixes in, and eventually area wide we'll be looking at some light snow across the area as temperatures continue to drop. Notice we're now looking at more of the 20s. So it's just been so warm the last couple of days. A lot of the snow as it comes down is going to melt on the surface, but as temperatures drop, that's going to allow a little bit more of that snow to stick. So expect the roadways to get a little bit more slippery late Saturday into Saturday night, even into Sunday morning too, as those temperatures will remain chilly on the backside of the system in the 20s. So any water that's on the roadways will also be freezing up Saturday night into Sunday morning. So that is something we are going to have to watch for the weekend. How much snow are we expecting? These numbers are going to change a little bit, but this is one model right here. What it's showing on its latest run, you can see about an inch or two of snow across most of northwest Arkansas. Higher amounts towards the higher elevation areas. Lower amounts across the River Valley, you can see maybe a dusting half-inch. And again, a lot of that is going to melt on contact with how warm the ground is going to be after the last couple of days. Here's kind of another way to look at it. We're thinking up to 2 inches of snow across most of northwest Arkansas. Again, higher as you head towards those higher elevation areas. The Ouachitas, again, maybe seeing a little bit more, but across most of the River Valley, those low-lying locations, less than an inch, maybe a dusting half-inch at most. It is going to change and tweak a little bit, so we'll keep an eye on some of those models because we're still about 48 hours away. But we do have a weather alert day being issued for Saturday just because of the potential to have some slick roadways into Saturday night. And then notice it's just the weekend that's cold. Joe, we're going to warm our temperatures right back up into the beginning of next week.
All right. Thanks so much, Tyler. Well, those are some of your headlines on this Thursday. We'll continue to follow the news all day. Catch up with us again this evening on your 5 News at 4, 5, or 6. I'm Joe Ellison. We'll see you next time.